everybody, and welcome to Radiant Mommy. My name is Ixiana, and I am very excited today because I have two very special guests with me. This is Lucas and Marcos. These are my kids, and today we wanted to talk a little bit about why self-care is so important and share some of the tips and things that we like to do to take care of ourselves. I also wanted to do this video so I could share the kids' points of view because as mommies, I know that's something we're always in the back of our heads, and I kind of want to hear what they have to say. Are you guys ready? Can I ask you guys a couple of questions?
Sure, of course.
All right, so I'm going to start with one question since we're talking about self-care. Do you guys think it's important to take care of yourselves?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes.
How come?
Well, because this is your lives. You only got one of them. Unlike cats.
Unlike cats, that's true.
Seriously, you only got one of them. You only got one of them. So you got to make them well. So you want to have a lot of energy. You want to be able to enjoy your food. You just want to have fun. And to have fun, you need to be healthy.
Do you agree, Marcos?
Yes.
Do you have anything to add?
Not really, but
Okay.
that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that was a lot of stuff, but I agree with Lucas. This is our one precious life, and we want to make the best out of it. And one of the ways we can enjoy it the most is if we're healthy. So to be healthy, we kind of have to take care of ourselves. Let's see. What are some things? Can you guys tell me just a couple of things that you guys like to do to stay healthy and to take care of yourselves?
Well, we really like to go hiking and walk with our family. We really like to play outside. We like tea. Yeah, we like the drinking tea.
They like tea.
Yeah, tea is very nice.
Yeah. What about you, Marcos? What are some things that you do to stay healthy?
Eat salads,
You like to eat salads?
yeah. Now I actually kind of like it. That was a while back when I didn't like them.
Yeah, a while back you didn't like them, but you know what we did? We just try to stay kind of consistent. I just try to keep putting salads on the table. I try never to force them to eat anything we make them try stuff, but if they really don't like it, we don't make them do it. But sometimes the more they try it, then at the end they're like, oh, this is not bad. So that's kind of how you feel about salads?
Yep.
What about you, Lucas? What do you like to eat?
Another healthy food I like to eat is also salads.
It is also salad?
But in fruit form.
In fruit form. Fruit salads are good.
Very nice. Good, yeah.
Peaches? I like peaches.
Peaches are, well, it's been a while since I've had peaches.
Yeah, but I still like them, if I remember.
I think
Mainly
I
apples. Mainly apples and pears.
Plums are good. I like plums.
Yeah.
I had a plum.
I like plums.
Recently.
You know what I love? I love watermelon and I love strawberries. We actually had some strawberries this morning and they were really good.
Yeah.
So just a quick recap. Some of the things the kids are saying they like to do is they like to eat healthy most of the time, I guess. And they like to do exercises and do things with their family because it can be fun, and that's important too. What other things you think you guys do that you think are good for you that are not just related to food or things like that?
Well, did I just say
Play
hiking?
games?
Yeah,
Yeah.
play games. Play games.
Play games is good.
Play games.
Do you guys like doing other things that are special to you, like maybe doing art or reading or just something that only you guys like to do?
Well, not only us, but a lot of people like to do art, and we do like to do art.
Yeah.
Art is pretty good, and Marcos here wants to sleep in my bed because I hanged up these elemental fennec foxes. He likes them a lot.
Yeah.
They're pretty cool. So they like to do some art as also. All right, let me see. What other things have to do with this subject? I've been thinking a lot lately because we've been all cooped up here in quarantine. So this is a time when we are experiencing a lot of stress too. So I was thinking, what are some of the things that make you guys feel stressed?
Well,
Being
honestly,
constipated.
Being constipated. Yeah, that can be very stressful.
honestly, actually, my mom sometimes. Like when we're talking and when I'm around her, when I hear my mom just do, I feel like I know most of the time it's because of something on her work, but sometimes I feel like it's directed at me.
So it's hard for you if I'm stressed.
And also when she's talking like, all right, okay, whatever. I know she's trying to sound normal, but
So that goes to show you that kids can always sense when we're feeling stressed too. So if, as a mommy, I don't take the time to try to be relaxed or try to feel better, then they're gonna sense that even if I'm trying to be calm. See, because when he says I'm going like, I'm like trying to relax, but he can see me and sense that. And even if I keep my tone of voice kind of low, like they can sense it. So mommies, take this note. This is very important. We have to take care of ourselves so it doesn't rush off on our kids, because that is stressful for them too. What other things make you feel stressed out or anxious? Corona, yeah. It is stressful because it's we've been like just here in the house, and it's harder to like use up energy, and we just like on each other like all day long, so it can get very overwhelming. And also for mommies too, as you guys might have noticed, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I also don't like that I'm not able to go to school anymore.
You miss your school. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, because the online videos we're doing are, both of us kind of think that they're not as good as school. We prefer school.
Yeah, what do you miss about school?
Well, mainly playing outside, seeing my friends, basically. Because, like, this would sound weird, but in school we could touch each other's faces. I mean, like, we wouldn't do it, but we could. Now it's just now we just have to poke the camera.
I know. It's a strange thing now with this whole virtual thing, right? That we get to see people like, sometimes, you know, one of the things we try to remedy this missing people is we try to have like virtual conversations with people via different like Zoom or Skype or FaceTime or things like that.
But it's never the same.
But it's not exactly the same, that's true. So what are some things that we can do or that you guys like to do to help you reduce stressors?
Oh, can I just want to do one more thing about the other one.
About stress?
With the Zoom thing, I'm not really able to really talk to my friends because I'm very shy.
Okay.
And everybody's around me, so they can hear me.
Yeah. Like, because at school, like, hey, what's your phone number? But at Zoom, it would be like, hey, everybody's hearing, hey, where's your phone number?
Yeah, that's true. I guess if you're in a group call, everybody can hear you. Oh yeah, so those are all very valid things that we get stressed about. So I also wanted to remind mommies that just as we get stressed out with that kind of thing, like kids get stressed out too. So they're also going through this together, and they also feel like, you know, it's not the same. So let's keep this in mind when we try to take care of ourselves, so like we make it a little bit easier for them as well. So tell me guys, just tell me a couple of the things that you guys like to do to relax. That things that are helpful that you could give as a tip to other kids or moms. What can they do?
This is probably the simplest one, and I think some people would say that sounds stupid, but just breathe.
Breathe. That's true. You know what? You say that like it's not silly. It is actually, there's been tons of studies that show how breathing mindfully has a huge effect on the nervous system. And see, this is something that kids can even understand innately. That doesn't have to do. They don't have to take a class to know this. So what kind of breathing do you do? Like, show me one. I want to do one.
So like when you're like, okay, you can do that.
So you kind of take a deep breath and you just let it out kind of hard through your mouth.
It also involves touching my face.
Yeah, this kind of feeling. These spots can be good. There's something called tapping. And if you guys want to check that online, that's kind of a cool way. You can tap, that's just one of the spots you can tap in to like try to calm down. So as Lucas is doing instinctively, I want to try that breathing, okay? So guide me through it. You go, okay. You close your eyes.
So just pretend someone's like, all right, you can do that.
Okay. That actually felt really good. I'm going to try to do that one. There's other ones that I like to do, and you guys can try as well. This one's very easy. It's just taking 3 deep belly breaths and then exhaling them slowly. So I will take the breath in for 4 seconds, hold it in for 2 seconds, and then let it out for like 4 or 6 seconds long. So you guys want to try that one together? I'll count you in. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Inside. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And then let it go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, how do you guys feel?
Getting a little bit better.
A little bit better.
My nose feels
Just
better.
imagine someone screaming at me.
All right. Well, sometimes it's better like to try to walk away from that so that you're not thinking about that all the time.
I was breathing out. For some reason, I was smelling my headphones.
You were smelling your
It
headphones?
was disgusting.
So hopefully you can remove yourself from the headphones so that you can, when you breathe in, you don't smell something disgusting. All right.
It was only my headphones. It might not be yours, but whatever.
Okay. So guys, so we have breathing as one technique to try to reduce
Oh,
stressors.
and I have one breathing that
Okay.
I showed you before. Remember
Okay.
like the measuring thing?
Okay, remind me, please. So how do you just kind of like open your heart kind of while you're breathing in and then release when you're going out? That's actually a great one, and I haven't thought much about that, but we do tend to store a lot of pressure in our chest area and in our hearts because that's where we store all our feelings and things like that. So kind of like thinking that you're opening up your chest and then closing again could be a really, really good one.
And also touching your heart.
Oh, touching your heart. Okay,
That helps.
that
a
helps.
little.
Okay, that's good. I love those techniques.
Oh,
So
yeah, exercising.
exercising is something else that you can do to try to calm your nerves. Like, what is some of your favorite exercises to do?
I can we got that bike downstairs. I just like slapping on my shoes and then start pedaling like a psycho.
So pedaling like a psycho. What else?
Sometimes I can only do this in chairs, not couches, because they're way too far away from it.
Uh huh.
I like doing this.
Oh, like going up and down. Okay, that's a cool exercise. I like it. All right, so we have breathing exercises and physical exercises, like the kids have demonstrated. So those are 2 tips to try
Nobody
to
told me
reduce
to do
stressors.
that. Nobody told me to do that. I just thought if I left and started doing that off camera, that would be weird.
Okay. See, be yourself. That's another tip, okay? So always try to be yourself because that's going to make you feel better. Because when we try to be somebody else or pretend to be different than what we really are, that's also very stressful. All right, cuties, thank you so much for this information. Do you guys have any questions for me that I can maybe address or
I didn't
talk
have to
about?
think of any.
Okay. Did you have any kind of questions?
Actually, no. Actually, what's going on in your mind when like you're doing work and like what's going on in your mind?
Well, what happens a lot is when I'm doing work, I always get caught up in thinking about what's next. And when that happens, I tend to get more stressed out than I should.
Yeah. So you just feel like
Sometimes I do feel like that because I feel like I have to move forward and do more and more and more. But one way I've tried to deal with this lately is that when I catch myself just being stuck too much in the future, I try to just stop what I'm doing, like stop, and then take a couple of breaths, like maybe one of the ones that the kids have shown, and then just try to focus on what the task is at hand. So I do one thing at a time, one thing, and then I'll move to the next thing. And I'll try to take little breaks, even if it's just to walk around, have a little water, or maybe play a game with the kids in the middle. Just try to mix it up so I don't get so caught up in thinking about the future. All right, I think Marcos had a question.
Yeah, I did, but I noticed it wasn't based on the stress stuff.
Okay, that's okay. You can give me a question.
I know the answer already, but
Okay.
I just wanna explain
Say it
to
out loud.
everybody.
Okay.
Why do you have to eat and drink?
Why do we have to eat and drink?
Well, drink water.
Drink water.
Not like drink soda for the rest of your life.
or just
Right.
like do drugs.
Right. Okay. So why do you have to eat and drink? We have to eat and drink because that's the way we fuel our body to do all the things the body needs to do to keep us alive and healthy and functioning. So that is why it's so important that we pay attention to the things we put inside our bodies. And we have talked, the boys and I talk about this often during meal times and things like that. So why is it so important to eat fruits, and why is it so important to eat vegetables and good proteins and things like that? Because we're trying to nourish our bodies, and like we all, I think, believe that it's important to take care of ourselves. So that's one of the ways we take care of ourselves and give our bodies enough energy and fuel to do all the things it needs to do. But what it's okay to do once in a while, once in a while we have treats too, right? Like in Fridays we usually order in, and sometimes it's pizza or things like that, right? And sometimes we're allowed to have cookies, which is like one of my favorite like guilty pleasures. So we just tried our best to eat those things, and when we do, we enjoy them very much, but we try not to do it all the time. All right. So Lucas disappeared for a second. I think he's exercising.
Something.
Marcos, do you have anything to add that you want to share?
Not really.
Not really? Thank you so much for coming today and answering my questions.
But our pleasure.